Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of the. Is it episode 3? It's year 3 anyway. I lost track. Obviously, counting it one of my specialities for some reason sometimes. As a PT, it's quite hard to count to 10, you know. I'm sure other PTs can, what's the word? Recognize, understand. Anyway, that's not important. New year of uni. Same topic areas. Let's see how I evolve. Going into my third year of university, educationally, I was a decent student actually. I was a bit disappointed in my grades though, because I thought after failing first year, I was more than ready to come into this year and bang grade. And I think mentally I was there, but looking back on it, I wasn't maybe as there as I was. And to be fair, I was always a BC student in school anyway, so to be fair, the grades I got kind of matched that, but maybe I just wanted to do better. So physiology, biomechanics, psychology, and nutrition were the main bulk of what that year. Second year? We'll call it our third year. So our third year. No, our third year, but it was second year. So that's what that year consisted of. And as per usual, I hated psychology. Nutrition was just shit and hard and boring. But biomechanics and physiology were the modules where I was like, cool, I was on point, I could engage and understood. Because when I think about fitness and health and just fitness, those are the modules that I think are most important to me anyway. I think nutrition slap bang right as important as them. And depending on who you are, psychology can be, if you're into that stuff. Anyway, so year in itself, there was nothing too special to really highlight. I went to all my classes. I occasionally fell asleep sometimes in the lectures, but you know, same reason as why I fell asleep before in like episode 1. The lecture theatres are warm. Someone's talking to you really slow and monotone and quiet. It's just gonna happen sometimes. And especially me, not even just me, athletes specifically. I mean, I guess even the alcoholics that party all the time will fall into that category of sleeping sometimes too. But like me, I've always been that type of person now. Wake up, train, class, basketball or train or whatever, come home and chill, sleep. It's just what it is sometimes. But as long as it doesn't affect your schooling. On that note of sleeping, and like I said, basketball. So this year, I'm about to go out by the way. So this year is the year I finally stopped team sports. So the year before I was playing basketball, this year was my last year doing team sports. So I was on a rowing team, and you know black people can't swim, so it was a bit of a scary thing for someone like me to be on a rowing team. But the thing is, I was actually quite good. I was with the better guys, or the tougher guys, training with them most of the time. And the issue now with this year was rowing was sick, but because like the guys that I was rowing with were all better than me, but because I was good, I did train with them. But when it came to the end of the year, when we went to varsity, I got put in a boat with the guys that didn't come regularly, didn't train as much as me. So like I was good, I was better than them, but I wasn't as good as them. So I was slapped back in a awkward position. So we go to varsity now at the end of the it's called Bucks. And I can't remember what it was, but I went down there, and these men are all excited about blood, we gave it our all. Blood clot, you taking a piss, we came last blood, but we gave it our all. I was so not happy about that. I mean, the experience was cool and it was fun, don't get it twisted. I'm not a last place guy when it comes to sport. You know what I'm saying? I don't do last place, I don't do losing, I don't take losing very well. Even now, young smoke, I'm still handing out smoke. Anecdote, today, I got toasted by a 14-year-old, but I spent the whole day handing smoke. But that 14-year-old, he's on an England basketball setup. He toasted, man, but that's another conversation for another day. Money, do you know what? There's nothing to really talk about here. As long as you're not stupid, you got money. You know, I didn't have a job. I was gambling, so maybe I was throwing away a little. Even when I was throwing away money, you cannot believe how much money the university give you. Obviously, you have to pay it back when you're older, but at the time when you're messing around, like, spend it. Do you know what? As I'm looking at my notes here, this is actually a really good behavioural year for me. Like, accommodation, yeah, I lived with pretty much the same man as the year before. but we've got this new, actually, Rokeby Gardens, is it? Yeah. Do you know what? This is probably the most big thing for me this year. So I live with the same with Joe, Dan, Adam, Dan. Koki the Cokehead was friends with one of Joe's friends that came into the yard as well. Adam, he's cool, but the other one, Koki the Cokehead. See, Koki the Cokehead, would... See, this is why you need to be selective about the certain man that you live with, because Koki the Cokehead, his whole issue was, or the issue we had with him is that there was a period when he wasn't paying his rent, and like, it almost came to a scenario where we had to pay, because Don never lived there, so that's probably why he didn't want to pay his rent. So he never lived there. His stuff was there, but he didn't live there. He was always at his boyfriend's. So yeah, Koki the Cokehead was never there, and he tried to finesse us, I guess, but that got patterned, didn't it? But those are certain men you need to be selective, and you need to address or know who you're living with. I didn't know Koki the Cokehead. My one big altercation with Koki the Cokehead, I mean, I was cool with Koki the Cokehead. My one big altercation falls into the drugs, because Koki the Cokehead, the reason I call him Koki the Cokehead was that he was all about his cocaine. So one time, now, we were going out as a house, the whole house was going out, so he was doing coke, and he was like, oh, Ero, try some. I am not involved, you know what I'm saying? So maybe I got the littlest bit, like, this is my nail, you see, that's my nail, and it was like a quarter of my nail, that's how much I had, maybe even less than that. But even that, I just felt like a druggie. I didn't do it, I never sniffed again. That's sniffing business, I'm not involved. I just felt like a nitty. I'm not doing that stuff again, I never will. Maybe in the festival if I ever did one, but I would have to be in the right mindset, the right vibe to try that shit, but it's just not right. I'll happily try and, like, if I'm going to Amsterdam or in a group social scenario, I'll happily smoke, but nah, none of that. I am not, no, take that stuff somewhere else, please. Also, in regards to the housing scenario, this is the year where I had to start learning how to not give her, because it was too many times that I was doing parents for people. This is like this year before, the 2 years where I was really the parents of the yards, where Ero will do it, no one's gonna do it, but Ero will do it, because I just don't like living like a tramp, and certain men like living like tramps. I don't know, even you roll around people's yards even now at 25 years old, and you just don't understand. Like, even one of my closest friends now, you go to his house, and like, his housemate's room is just a bin. It is just a bin. The suitcase has been there for how long? The bed has never been made. The floor is full of clothes. Where is your life? You know what? I should even give you a quick tour of my room at some point, because, I mean, it's not even like man's room is always on point, but like, no, I can just see this needs to move over there, that's cool. That bag probably go in the corner, my bag could probably move in the corner, you know, small things. But certain people's rooms be looking like, a bean. What is that? And this year is where I had to learn to, like, alright, cool, if certain men want to live like that, just let them be, because they're not ready. They're not ready. You know what I'm saying? You just have to let them be, you know? So I had to slowly just start to pattern myself and let them do themselves. And if they want to live like that, you just let them leave. You know what I'm saying? One of the most important things for me evolving as a person this year was the getting over of Bay. See, Bay had basically shut man down. Actually though, Bay came to see me. I'm talking about Bay from the last video. Go and watch it. So she actually came to see me one time, and it was just kind of a friends. We did the friend thing. She came, she saw a man, and she dipped, and that was it for about 2 years. So in that period of time, I went through a drought in terms of I couldn't chat to girls. I didn't have the confidence, and at the same time, whilst not having the confidence, I guess not being able to talk to girls, it was through a lack of confidence. But that's also because any girl I saw wasn't better than her or wasn't her. So there was no winning. I just couldn't do it. I was whipped on someone I couldn't have. And that whole year, I mean, I went on dates, but they weren't hurt. I went on dates, and it just wasn't hurt. It was just like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, so, I mean, I took one of the biggest L's in my dating history that I'm never gonna speak about, even on this camera, because it's just too big an L to ever talk about. Certain people know about this L, and it's not even that deep. It's just there's certain things you don't want people to know. And it's not even like it's that deep. I just don't want to talk about it because this is gonna be YouTube. So if you talk to me personally, I'll happily tell you what happened, but or what I did, or what happened. But from here, there's just too many. So if you want to find out what happened, at me on Aerodynamic Training, Aerodynamic Training, you know, or Erodynamic. At me and I'll tell you, innit? But again, like I said, it's not even that deep. It's not even something to be like, oh, is that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So I just really struggled to talk to girls for a while. Yeah, let's just say she sits in my subconscious. And yeah, man. Gambling, I lied. That's a fat lie. Do you know what? This is the year where, because I couldn't chat to girls that much, all I did was sit at home, smoke and gamble. I was probably in a bad place. I was in a real bad place in that regard. So like, I'll train, or I'll go to uni, I'll come back and I'll smoke and play FIFA, or smoke and play. Like, do you know what? 20 years old. How old was I? 20 years old. 21 years old was a really weird place for me, because there's just mentally a lot of ish going on in my head. That I had to learn how to deal with. Now I'm just a happy being, because you need to. I think as a person, you need to know how to go through your droughts or you need to learn how to go through your bad times. And when you go through those bad times, I guess you can look back on it with a triumphant feeling and just smile about it, man. Because I now look at it and it's like, I guess I had to go and take those L's to become the person I am now. Because all of those L's build you up. They make you stronger. And I don't know, when you like, now when I face it with adversity or things that hold me back, I'm just like, alright, cool. How do I deal with that? Like right now, my biggest thing is how am I gonna this self-employment thing is hard, but how am I gonna come out on top? That's the task now. Like, I've done with the school adversity. Now it's real world-ish. How are we gonna survive out here? So all of these things that happened so far helped mold me into where I am right now. So that's year 3. Year 3, like I said, it's not a hectic year. It's not a mad year. There's not too much exciting things to go. For me, it's when I was at my lowest, mentally, socially, even in it from a yard standpoint, those things that used to get into my head as well. Because I guess when things get into my head, I bottle it. And this year was, I guess, maybe the first real year where it was like, alright, cool, there's so much adversity right now, but we need to pass school and we need to take it up to the next level. And I passed that year. Maybe not with the best grades. I think I finished it with like a mid 2.2, which made me have to work real hard in year 3, my 3rd year at uni, which is technically my 4th year at uni. So my 3rd, 4th year, which is going to be coming up right after this. So.